Welcome to a new video in part 2 of this tutorial. So in this video, like in the previous video, we learned how to search for per system model outputs data and how to download this data. Now once we download this data, we want to see have a quick access and visualize this data. And for this, we will use Panoply. So this tutorial you'll learn how to download Panoply, how to access and plot data, and how to customize a map plot, and how you can work with like multiple data sets with Panoply. So let's start. Okay, so to download Panoply, this is a website. There's a link is below, and so this is Panoply website, and you can go to download Panoply. And that's like very simple. Like you click here, like if you have Windows, it will download, and then this is like a zip file. You just need to unzip it, and once you unzip it, like it will be something like. Once you unzip the file, you will have like this panoply.exe. You just click on it and it should run. When I first used Panoply, when I clicked on it, it didn't run. It said like some Java is missing, like some Java software is missing. So if you got the same problem, just go. You need to download Java. So you go to java.com and you just download the free Java software that's available, and then once you download the Java and install it, then Panoply should work. So Panoply is very easy to to use. You just click here, and then it should start. So now it's starting. Like this version I'm using is 4.1. Like you can check whatever version that's available. Okay, so once it starts, it will like, is this where like I downloaded this data? Let's see, what data do I have? Let's see, like go here, go up. This is a process data for like Florida, like the areas that I'm interested in. This is a global data because the data we downloaded this for the whole Earth. This is a global data. So this is like the data that I downloaded for like some of the model. Let's see this one, for example. So here, this is a historical experiment, and here you have like this is for realization 2, for realization 1. So we can start by anyone. Let's do, for example, any okay, any year. Let's do 2010, for example. Any year, I mean, doesn't matter. So we can do 2002. You open it. And once you open it, so now this, like, you have now quick access for your data. It tells you the cell index I and j, the longitude and latitude. This is the JO2D. And here, this is your data, the ZOS, the sea surface height above JOID. So if you click here, it will give you some information about this data. So it's a long name, sea surface height about JOID. If it has any comments, and give you some information about the data. If you want to plot this data, it's just very simple. You just double click on it, and then it will tell you, like, give you some option to choose from. Now it's plotting the data. It's creating a plot, as you can read here. This is what it's doing right now. Okay, so now we have like sea surface height above GeoID, and this is like the global data. What I did, like, maybe let me, so this is a global data, but maybe we are just interested in part of this data. Like, we are interested mainly here in the Gulf of Mexico, like this part of the world. So I will close this, and I will just here, if you want to close this data set, you remove the data set, and I will open a new one, like the process data, not the download that I downloaded. I will like do the process data, the data that I just processed it for Hawaii. How to process data, like to click part of the data for the areas that you are interested in. This will be shown in part 3 of this tutorial. So we go to here, we go to the Florida map, and OS here, data, this is like the final product. So where I combined, like, so for each model I just combined all. So let's see, do this one. So this would be like the EC Earth 3B high resolution, the historical and realization ones. That would be all the data for the time periods that I'm interested in. So here again you get some information about like this data set. So this is like the general information. It has a dimension of 1.101 I cell and 85 J cell, and you can read more information about like this data. So now you get like, you are getting like a quick access to this netCDF file. Like you can read the content of this netCDF file. Now if I want to create a plot, you just double click here, and here like you see I have like the data just for the area which I'm interested in, which is Gulf of Mexico region, but that doesn't really look nice because it's like it's very small. So I want to zoom for like certain areas that I'm interested in, and to do this, I think you okay, yeah, Control Alt and plus, yeah, Control Alt and plus. But you see, well, like to zoom in, to zoom out, Control Alt and minus. So you see I'm zooming in, Control Alt and plus, and Control Alt and minus. But you see is still like it's going up. Like I want to center this data to a certain like latitude and longitude coordinates. So I can go here. I want to like on the longitude, that seems okay, but on the latitude maybe let's do maybe 25. I don't know. Okay, so you see now it's like looks better. Okay, so now like you see I have now this is like better view of my data. You can see here the scale look fine because this scale is only for like this data here. So so this is like you can center the data around a fixed point. Now let's see if I want to, like if you want to make this as like your default setting, so every time you start Panoply you wouldn't have to do this. I think you can do this from save plot setting to preferences. So if you save this plot setting to preferences, okay, let's close this one. Let's close this one, remove this data set, and let's open like a new one. Open any one, then it should be, let's open this one, for example. Okay, and plot this one. Okay, so you see it is like it is and it like you just open with what you saved from the previous time, so you don't have to do it again. Like and you see this thing doesn't, like you see this coarse grid, because this is like if you see EC Earth B, the regular one, not the high resolution one, so you can see like the effect of the coarse grid, for example. Let's open like here you can browse like like in this file I combined for all my data periods. So the data period I'm interested in here is from 1990 to 2014. So this is like your data. You can browse it month by month. So for example, if you want to start for, like look at 2010. Okay, so I'm browsing down, like it's month by month. Go, like, okay, so this is 2010 January's, and okay, you get this data. If you want to see February, March, okay, so you how to do this data now. You can combine plot. So what to combine plot? So let's, for example, compare the standard resolution one with the high resolution one. So we can open again, and let's do this one. Let's do the high resolution one. Okay. One thing I can do, I can plot my data, like, so I can compare like these two, for example. So I open, this is like my high resolution data here. This is standard resolution data. Okay, then I can do combine plots. So here I combine, so I said, okay, combine. So now I combined like these two plots, like now I'm showing the difference between array 1 and array 2. So array 1 that has my high resolution data, array 2 that has my standard resolution data. And here, like, for example, I'm showing 2 minus 1, or like the other way around. So like this is, yeah, like even though like these two data, they have like a different grid, like different grid resolution, you still can combine and compare them. So like, let's see, this is a difference between them, and here it compares them, like you see the effect of the resolution, it compares them on like the low resolution grid. So like, because you see here, for example, that's like array 1, that's like the high resolution, and that's array 2, that's the low resolution, and you see here combines them on the low resolution grid. Like, so this is, yeah, this is like what you can do here. Like if you want to define like your scale range here, like this is a map, I showed this already. Overlay, like you can add some overlay here. I'm like the overlaying, like I'm arraying the earth contour, but you can also overlay, for example, coastal countries. Okay, that doesn't show much, like maybe coastal USA. Okay, so here it shows like the states, like Florida here, for example. You can maybe do this as none, and I'm just showing like the states here, the coastal USA. I can also add, I think, lakes and rivers. So if I showing coastal lakes and rivers. Okay, maybe this one. Oh, okay. Oh, no, it did show. It did show, but like you see, it's like maybe we need to change the color and make like a blue. Maybe that's a good color. Okay, so you can see like the rivers and the lakes here. And like this one, maybe we make this one like black or something. So you see the countries and the states. So, and like if you want to change this background here, like you don't like this gray color, I think you do this from the scale. Yeah, as a fill color, you can make this like white background, like, or maybe something like this. So yeah, so you can this like how you can do what we can do is Panoply. Let's do like, let's go back, for example, to array 1. You can extract this image, like how to extract, you can export this image as KMZ. This is like to plot on Google Earth, for example. Like you can export as animation. So here, like you can select the frame, like MP3 video. Okay, for example, like you can do file per second, like how many file per second, like, so it's like 1 file per second, and this is like the whole time series. So you can this like will do it from 1990 to 2014. Let's do, if you just want 1990, so you can just click here, so, and you click OK, and that should create like a movie. Okay, an MB4 movie. So create an MB4 movie for your data, and then like you can see like an, yeah, see, you can see an animated figure of your data. So this is like the data is showing month by month. Remember, this is like a monthly average data. You can see here like the loop current is forming, how like the loop current is forming and changing in the year. So you can okay, that should be, so I'm creating, okay, this is the last month, this is like December. Okay, so now that is done. Like we can, let's see if we can. Okay, let's see like if we can. Okay, so here like the movies, as the movie we are interested in. The movie. Okay, so you see like it shows like every month and 1 second, like January, December. Okay. Okay, so this is like the movies that we created. Okay, so that was like a short like introduction to Panoply. Let me show you, like if you want to like read more, this is manual, the Panoply manual. It has like more information and like it tells you like more things that you can do and how to change like the projection and how to change the coordinates, like, and how to change. So here is, this is a manual. So and I'm like how to download. I'm providing the link. So yeah, like here, this is a link where you to download Panoply, and this is where you can download the manual. Okay, so that's it for this part, and yeah, see you in next video. Bye bye.